Tonight, a Portsmouth family says they're telling their side of the story in reference to a shocking incident at a Virginia High School League indoor track meet that left one athlete allegedly injured after she claimed she was struck by a baton held by IC Norcom High School senior Alayla Everett.
Okay, let's talk. So there's this video going around about a 4x200 track meet involving these two girls. Now, the accusation that's being pushed forward is that one of the girls, she ended up striking a girl from the opposite team. The video in question, the angle I'm looking at it, admittedly, it doesn't look flattering. There are some things to take into consideration, though, before you call this just blatant assault. All right, so these are the two girls that were in question. The one that people are accusing of having assaulted the other girl. The other girl is Kaylin Tucker, the one that received the strike on the head. So the backstory to some of this is they were involved in a track meet, the 4x200 relay to be specific, and then somewhere during the races when Tucker actually ended up passing Alayla. When you look at the video again, you see the girl that's in front, that's Alayla, and then the other girl is Kaylin behind her. When you play the video from the angle that I'm looking at currently, this is how it actually looks to everyone that was in attendance. You see how it looks. Hold on, so let me try something. Even if you slow things down, they are really, really, really close together. And that's where the hit comes. So from this angle, this is where everyone is actually saying that it was intentional. But in all honesty, just looking at it, I don't know if this was 100% intentional. But the way she's pumping her arms beforehand in comparison to when she's coming around the bend. Hold on, so take a look again. That right there is what I suspect is going to be the real accusation, because she pumps her arms normally the entire way, and then there's that. So she acknowledged the windup. So hold on. So what she's actually saying is the reason for the windup was that they got tangled together. So she did actually issue a statement in regards to this whole altercation. She mentioned that she's been receiving death threats, racial slurs being thrown her way, saying that she's overly aggressive, bad sportsmanship, whatever you want to call it.
Tonight, a Portsmouth family says they're telling their side of the story in reference to a shocking incident at a Virginia High School League indoor track meet that left one athlete allegedly injured after she claimed she was struck by a baton held by IC Norcom High School senior Alayla Everett. Everett spoke exclusively to 10 on Your Side's Markeisha Jackson, who brings us much more.
The young athlete in question says there's more to that video than meets the eye.
Everybody has feelings, so you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right?
Alayla Everett is a decorated athlete and senior at IC Norcom High School. She would have never thought her trip to the Class 3 track and field state finals last Tuesday would take a drastic turn.
They're going off of one angle.
Alayla visibly emotional because of this video from the meet. This was a 4x200 meter relay race, and she and a Brookville High School athlete were rounding a curve on the track when they nearly collided with each other.
Okay, after a couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit.
It appears intentional, but Alayla says it was accidental.
But I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. I didn't have to see the first video, second video, 10th video. I know 100% that she won't do this to nobody.
Her parents outraged at the backlash. The IC Norcom relay team was disqualified, a ruling that a local USA track and field official finds questionable. He says a play-by-play look shows that the Brookville athlete was running closely to Alayla.
If a person comes up on the outside, they got to be a full stride ahead of me before they can cut in front of me.
The other family spoke with the news station in Roanoke asking for an apology from Alayla, something she wants to give, but she says the other athlete hasn't been receptive, blocking her on social media, and instead the Everett family was served with court papers.
And now we have to go to a city 3 hours away that everybody hates our guts already.
They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video.
VHSL says they are still reviewing the situation, and Portsmouth Public Schools says they will support whatever ruling comes from the league.
Now hold on. If it does ring true that what the coach was stating, that you have to be a whole stride ahead before you can actually cut in front of someone, then we might be looking at this from a different perspective. Because as you can see, when they're rounding the curve, she's really, really close already, looking to kind of come inside the lane. Now, apparently, Kaylin actually responded to comments. She even suffered a concussion, and she was even posting asking Alayla, why didn't you apologize? But Alayla responded back and said, I have actually tried to apologize, but when I tried to apologize, it turns out that you blocked me online. Now, something to take into consideration, and by no means am I dismissing the action, but at the same time, both girls being decorated athletes, they don't have a violent past. There's nothing to suggest that even if she was coming in second, or even if she was losing the race, that all of a sudden she would feel this instinctive need to strike out against her opponent. There's nothing in this girl's past to suggest that. Absolutely none of the information I saw suggests she's a sore loser. And on the same day, she was involved in other events, including triple jump, the long jump, 55-meter hurdle. And no, she wasn't crying racism.
They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video.
If this girl is smart, what she would do is just stay offline, because comments that you would see, you can only imagine. Here's a couple examples. One guy says she did that on purpose. Blank those tears. Evil, you know what it says. And then the next guy, she couldn't control her emotions and she physically lashed out in that moment. It may not have been on purpose, but that's what she visualized when she saw the girl passing her. Her body translated that, though, into action. She needs to work on controlling her impulses. In other words, why don't you just come out and just say the warrior gene kicked in? Somehow, just somehow, the comments even delved into relationships where a guy says, I've never seen such a perfect example of women and accountability. This is how they be in relationships. All right, sure you didn't mean to, I guess, but you did say why you crying to make yourself the victim. Be an adult and own up to it. So as many ways as you want to look at it, in all honesty, in my opinion, it actually looks like an accident. They were running. One girl came very close to the other girl's lane. It looked like she was about to overtake her, and when she did actually overtake her, before she had a chance to go over, they got caught up. And as bad as it looks, and it does look bad, I genuinely don't think it was on purpose. But what do y'all think, though? Are the people online correct where this is just angry black woman syndrome? Her warrior instincts kicked in. She felt like she was about to lose, even though she's been in hundreds of events and she hasn't always placed first in any of them, even though that there was no indication that she is of this type. Both of them decorated athletes. Not even to say anything about Kaylin. Kaylin was just the involuntary victim in this whole ordeal. Or do you think no? Angry black woman can't take accountability, and this is how they do. When they feel they're losing, they lash out. Whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, and I will see you again on the next one. Be easy, y'all.